So this might be a little out there for some of you, but I encourage you, if you're seeing this, that it's an invitation to explore. Maybe something new, maybe a new perspective. So let's see what happens. So I was just in a session with a dear friend of mine, and she had asked a question about lucid dreaming and how she can go into the space of lucid dreaming. And she was struggling with some of her current dreams now, and was asking about how can she navigate into a space that's exciting, basically, right? If you know what lucid dreaming is, it's really this space of limitless possibility, right? What I would refer to as the superconscious energy. So um, when I started tuning in, this is really fun when I get to tune in on stuff like this. This is what excites me about doing the work that I do. So when I tuned in on what is the difference, like what is the difference between lucid dreaming and the dreams that a lot of us tend to have? So the dream space, we talk about being in the subconscious energy. Our dreams naturally happen in that space to help us process what has happened throughout the day and to allow our subconscious energy to come to a point of completion, basically. And what happens when we remember our dreams during the day, or when we wake up, we are invited to ask what the lingering message is there. So a lot of people ask about dreams, which is why I'm going to go into this little side note first. When we remember our dreams, there's a piece of the subconscious energy that didn't fully process. So our role in that moment then would be to ask, what is the message here? What is the lesson that I'm missing? What is the piece of information that I didn't get, that I didn't fully process, right? We don't take dreams literally, and please do not look them up on Google. We ask our intuition, only if you remember them for a period of time. Not like right when you wake up enough to write them down, but like if you remember them like middle of the day, and you remember them, or even within an hour of waking up, that's when you go deeper into that question. So that's the first thing. So when I asked about what is the difference between lucid dreaming and the dreams that we traditionally go into, that's what the message was. The message was that lucid dreaming is in the superconscious energy, whereas our daily, regular, if you will, dreaming state is in the subconscious energy. That's an energy that humanity is comfortable being in. Subconscious energy. This is the energy that rules our actions every day, right? It's the underlying system of patterns that dictates our actions. It's where we're comfortable. It's our comfort zone. And so a lot of the healing journey actually is bringing awareness to the subconscious energy and how it dictates our actions every day. Because a lot of people struggle with the fact that we know better consciously, but we're not doing better. And that's because of the subconscious energy that needs to be cleared. So another side note there. So when I looked at how do we get into a space of lucid dreaming, right? So how do we shift into that? What I saw in the work that my friend and I do is we have this ability to be in these multiple states at once, right? So we can be in the subconscious and the superconscious at the same time while bridging in the conscious world. That's how we do a reading, right? I've never explained it that way, but I think it's a good way to explain it. So we're bridging for you and making it logical and understandable, palatable through the through the conscious lens, right? So because we're able to hold those frequencies all at once, what happens is what we want to do to get into lucid dreaming is to get comfortable with being all in the superconscious energy. So this was powerful. As I mentioned, we're really comfortable being in the subconscious energy, but not in the superconscious space. And a lot of the entrepreneurs and successful business people that I have followed are very comfortable in the lucid dreaming space. They have success in that space. And one of the connections that I saw that like I'm seeing is a key here to abundance is how do we get comfortable fully immersing in the superconscious energy, right? Not holding space for all the frequencies to interpret, but fully in the superconscious. This is what it means when we talk about be, do, have, right? When we're fully in this energy of being that we desire and we start acting from that space, doing, then we have what we desire, right? So many successful, I'm putting in quotes here if you're listening, so many successful people talk about that beingness to manifest what we desire, right? Be in the energy of your desires so that you can have them, right? Because you'll start acting from that space. Well, here's a secret that nobody talks about, and a connection that I made today was that when we can find safety and security to fully be in that frequency like we do in our subconscious dreams, then we fully immerse in that beingness, right? This is what fast tracks our ability to manifest our desires, right? So what is the secret? What is the key? What is the key to sustaining and being in the energy of the superconscious all on its own? That's the question that we need to answer. So if you have any thoughts on this, I would love to hear. I'm really excited about this revelation today. So